Hey guys, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm Em. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm here for another Chenford rant. The first Chenford rant of season 7. We're already here. I didn't expect to do one so soon because the third episode literally aired last night. But I'm here because I have some shit to talk about because I am pissed off. The writers deserve jail time. Like, I'm so pissed off right now, and I need to, just rant about it. It's like, don't get me wrong, the season's great so far. I know we're only 3 episodes in. We have, 18 episodes this season, I think. So we have a long way to go. But so far, I'm having the time of my life. I'm having a great time. It's a great season. So far, the 3 episodes were incredible. I had so much fun. But still, Chenford is killing me. Because how the hell do we have no development 3 episodes in? And by episode 6, which is the Valentine's Day episode, and we know from that infamous promo clip that she is wearing her necklace. Or, the necklace he gave her. So how the hell do we get there in 2 episodes? That's what I'm concerned about. Episode 1, we got some improvement. It wasn't even improvement. They just, all of a sudden, were good, which makes me question, what the hell happened during the little time jump? Because there's no way that they went from, that awkward elevator moment to this. Yes, he said small doses, and, yeah, we're hopefully going to see that soon, but how did they get from that to this? Or to, what they were in episode 1? It doesn't make sense, and I was standing by the fact that they hooked up, and we just didn't know about it, and they were going to, reveal that in a couple episodes. Right now, I don't believe that. I mean, I hope it's true, but after episode 2, I stopped, and, really after this episode, I was like, okay, yeah, we're just not getting that secret hookup storyline. It's I just don't get how we jumped, all the way to that, but I was fine with it. I was like, okay, whatever, we're getting improvement, that's all that matters, because I need them back together. Latest episode 8. That is the latest I'll take it, most likely, at this point. They're not, and I can't go through another slow burn. Yes, I didn't watch the show live until last season, so Chenford, for me, got together in a couple weeks. It still felt like ages, though. For everyone else, they waited 5 fucking seasons, and I feel bad, and, we cannot go through another slow burn. I love slow burns. I do, but to a point. If I have a slow burn and they get together and then they break up, that does not mean I want another slow burn, it to be slow burn for them to get back together. I want them to figure their shit out and work it out and get back together. And I thought that's what we were getting from what everyone was saying. And Melissa and Eric, they're getting my hopes up and I'm trusting them, which should I? Probably not. I know I should trust them more than I trust the writers, and that's what I'm doing right now. With episode 1, I really thought we were getting somewhere. And I was like, okay, we're figuring shit out. We're doing it. Because they were everything. Especially that ending scene. He's like, see you tomorrow. And she's like, or whoever said that. And then she looked back at him. I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. And then episode 2, we literally got nothing. We got some cute moments. But mainly it was her telling the girls that she's over the breakup. Which Angela and Isla don't believe, so I'm gonna need them to get their shit together and push them. And after episode 2, I was kind of oh my gosh, okay, it's not fun anymore. I was having a good time episode 1. I was ready for it. After episode 2, with her her saying I'm over the breakup and stuff like that, I was like, okay, let's get to it. I can't take it anymore. And then the promo for this episode, it got my hopes up because it looked like a really good Chenford episode, and it was. We got some good ass moments. It was cute. I had a great time. But where is the small doses era? Where's the development? Where's the messiness? That's my question, and it makes no sense to me. Like, we were supposed to get our small doses era from what Tim said at the end of last season, and then Melissa said messy, and everyone's talking about, like, growth, and, like, we're getting there. Bitch, where? Like, yes, there is growth because they're able to talk, and they're able to go back to kind of how they were before they were together. But, like, how are we supposed to get to episode 6? Like, I thought this episode we were going to get, like, some big chenford moments that were going to, like, get us moving. We just need something to, like, get us headed in the right direction. Because right now, we're not there. I thought maybe Rachel showing up would do that. And, like, it got her to talk about it. And I'm hoping that maybe Rachel and her talking about it a bit will make her be like, okay, maybe I'm not over it, even though she said it multiple times. And she's like, no more messy romances and all that. And I thought maybe, like, I'm hoping Rachel talking to Tim at the end of the episode for closure that we didn't necessarily need. Like, I moved on. Like, I like Rachel, but I moved on, like, from Tim and Rachel. Like, because I didn't really ship them in the first place. Like, just because, you know, chenford, like, it was them from the beginning. So, like, I didn't really care that there was technically no closure. And so, like, they wrapped that up, and I'm hoping her giving him that closure, even though he didn't really need it, that will push him to, like, talk to Lucy and, like, figure out he does, like, closure with Lucy is, like, them heading towards getting back together. I don't know. Because I was really hopeful for this episode. I was. Like, I don't trust the... Like, here's the thing. I'm trusting the writers right now. I'm trusting Alexi right now, or whatever the hell his name is. I'm trusting him right now. Should I? No. And I'm trusting him less after this episode. Because I really thought this episode was going to have a defining chenford moment to get us headed there. Because I don't want to be rushed. Like, yes, I want them to be back together, like, right the fuck now. But like, I don't want them to rush into her randomly wearing that necklace. Because it doesn't make sense for her character to just randomly put it on. It doesn't. Lucy likes to think things through, figure shit out. Like, she wouldn't just put it on. So that's why I'm like, how the hell do we get there in 2 weeks? Like, next episode, I'm expecting, like, some crazy chenford moments that really gets us headed in the right direction. Like, yes, they're more comfortable with each other. We're getting the banter, which I love, but I need the small doses. I need not really the messy. I'm here for, like, messy chenford. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm ready for it. But I need them to, like, get moving and have a conversation to get where we need to be. Because at this point, I don't think they're hooking up in episode 6. And I don't want to say that because I will cry if they do, and I'll cry if they don't. Like, I'm desperate, but I don't think we're getting it. Like, I was so convinced that they were going to hook up by now, to be honest. I thought, like, we were going to get that after the elevator. I really did. Obviously, we didn't. And most likely, they didn't, and we just didn't see it, because I feel like we would have seen it by now. But, like, I really thought they were going to hook up in episode 6. And they still might. I mean, time will tell. But I just feel, after, like, how these episodes went with them, my expectations are getting lower for them to hook up. Like, at this point, I think she's going to help him with the Band-Aid. But then she's going to say, we can't. And it's going to be, we can't. And they're not going to hook up. But then, my question is, like, why is she wearing the necklace? Why is she wearing the necklace if they're not improving and if they're not gonna get back together or hook up or whatever? That's my question. Like, how does it make sense for them to do that? It's like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, next episode, they have to do some crazy shit. And to be fair, next episode looks good. I mean, I'm really excited. Like, I mean, serial killer. Like, anything with, like, serial killers in The Rookie, I'm, like, set for. Especially because it reminds me of Rosalind. And, like, somebody's getting buried, they're pulling bodies out. And that makes me think we are going to get, like, going with Chenford. And we're going to start getting there. Because, I mean, we know Rosalind, Lucy, Day of the Dead, the best episode to ever exist. Oh my gosh. It's so good. I've watched it twice. No, actually, I've watched it 3 times so far. Like, the first time I watched it, and then I rewatched it just for fun, even though it's not a fun episode, just because I wanted to see if it, like, was as good as the first time. It was. And then I watched it again because my mom's watching the show right now. And, like, every time, chills, literally my favorite episode, or one of my favorite episodes of the show. And, I mean, like, with, like, the similarities we saw in the promo, we have to address Day of the Dead. If they don't, I'm going to be so pissed off, because we have not addressed it as much as it should. After, like, season 5, it hasn't really been addressed. I get there hasn't been a moment to, because Rosalind's dead, Caleb's dead, it hasn't really been brought up again. But I think, like, it should be, because of Lucy's trauma. Like, that's such a traumatic thing. And with this, if they don't bring it up, that would be the dumbest shit ever. And there's no point of this episode. Like, yes, serial killers, like, those episodes are sick, and, like, they need to do stuff like that. But with this specific serial killer and what they're doing, from what we saw, if they don't bring up Day of the Dead and Lucy's trauma, there's no point. And I think this, like, with how similar it is the perfect opportunity for Chenford to go, because this is the only time. They cannot get to episode 6 in one episode. They technically can't really by episode 2, or, I mean, 2 episodes, but, like, I'll take it. Because, like, if they do it in episode 5 and just get them there, it'll make no sense for them. Episode 4, I'll take it because I'm desperate, and it makes sense. I feel like Tim, like, will, like, notice, like, how similar, and he'll, like, talk to her, and maybe she'll open up, and they'll, like, start moving forward. I don't know. I assume this is when we're gonna, like, start heading into episode 6, so, like, where they are then. Because, like, Lucy's trauma, and they have to bring it up. And if they don't, and there's, like, no Chenford, really, I give up. I will literally give up, because then I don't know where the fuck we're heading. I don't. Like, I'm so confused of, like, where the fuck we're going. Because, like, I thought that they are getting together episode 6. Like, that's what my thought was. Or at least they're hooking up and getting back together after. That's what I thought. But now, I'm a bit confused. And I'm still hopeful. But I don't know. I think I'm just hopeful because I'm delusional. And I'm so desperate because this, like, how into shows I get. Like, I get into shows that it affects my mental health. And for my mental well-being, I need them to get together. If they don't, I'll need to be put in a psych ward or something. Like, I'm so serious. They are everything to me right now. Like, I'm dramatic as hell, obviously. Like, I'm so obsessed with them, and I need them to get their shit together. Like, I was saying on TikTok yesterday, before the episode aired, and, like, after the sneak peek of Rachel showing up came out, and I was like, Rachel needs to get her shit together and, like, come through, or I'm gonna be pissed she showed up. Was I happy to see her? Yes. And, like, they talked a bit about Lucy and Tim, and she said, like, or she thought they were gonna have they were having kids or something, and, like, said they were a better match. We got that. We got Lucy talking about her and Tim. But not enough and not in the way I wanted. Like, I needed Rachel to push her. Like, I'm kind of pissed she showed up, and I'm kind of not. Because, like, maybe that will help Lucy, or Tim, with his conversation with her. But I doubt it, and I'm really starting to get nervous. Like, here's the thing, we need Aaron to come back. Like, Aaron and Jenny, we need them to show up to get their shit together, because I cannot go another full season without them. I cannot. And, like, don't get me wrong, the season, like I said, is great so far. I'm having the time of my life. So much fun. And, like, the Chenford banter, it's so cute. I love it. But I'm getting annoyed because we were expecting to get, like, some improvement. Like, the episode's been great. The amount of Chenford has been great. But we're not moving forward in terms of getting back together. That's what pisses me off. And I feel like that's why a lot of people are upset. It's not, like, the lack of Chenford or like we're not enjoying it. It's just we're not improving, and we're not getting the small doses we were expecting. We're not getting the messy we were supposed to. Like, maybe the messy is when they almost hook up in episode 6. Like, I'll take that, but I was expecting more. And like after last night, I was like laying in bed, like about to go to bed, like thinking, processing everything like I do after a Ricky episode, because I still haven't started school yet. Next week is my first week back, and gosh, I really hope they don't kill me. But it's like I have one more week to like not do anything and just think about the Rookie and just lay there and be like processing everything, which, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do, but it'll be a bit different the next few weeks. I was just sitting there and I'm like, okay, like, what the fuck? And like, I was also that was my first thought, but then I started thinking of the interviews and of what Melissa said, saying it's going to leave the chenford fans on a hook, or on the hook, or whatever she said, something about that. And as I started thinking about that, I started panicking, because I thought maybe that means that we're not getting them together this season, and we're not like getting what we want, and we're going to be like chasing. And like they're going to get together by the end of the season, or not even. That's my biggest concern now. Is like we are going through another slow burn. And here's the thing, I have faith that they will get back together. And I've said this before, like on my season 7 trailer episode, I think, that they have to get Lucy and Tim back together if they want the show to continue. Because yes, we'll continue to like watch them like season if they aren't, but we're not going to do another slow burn. Like, people are going to stop engaging and they're going to lose viewing. And the viewing, like, the viewers are crazy. The numbers are really fucking good. Like, they can get a season 8 no problem, unless ABC hates us. So like, that's not my concern. It's just, if they don't do it this season and get them back together, first of all, soon, like, they kind of need to do it soon. But if they don't, and they wait till the end of the season, we'll be fine. If they don't and they're not back together by the end of the season, we're fucked. Like, they're fucked. Like, they know chenford is what the fans want. And like, yes, we love the banter. We've missed that. But that does not mean we want that instead of them getting back together. Like, they have to if they want the show to continue. Because they've talked about having a lot of seasons. Like, so many more. And like, really doing the distance with the show. And I'm here for it, and I want them to do that. But they can't do that if chenford's not back together. So that's why I have faith that they will get back together latest by the end of the season. But then, like, honestly, who the fuck knows? But I have faith because of that reason. Like, I was talking to my best friend, and like, I've said to her that like, they have to get back together because like, viewers are gonna go down if they don't. Like, they know chenford is the show at this point. Like, yes, the characters, we love some of the other characters, but chenford is such a big part of the show, and it is a reason so many people, or so many more people, have watched this season, because the breakthrough between season 6 and 7, a lot of people started watching because of chenford. They saw edits and they're like, oh shit, we have so many more people. And so like, if they want to continue and really do the show, they need them back together. So it's like, I have faith that they will by the end of the season, but I'm nervous. Like, God. I'm so concerned, and I don't know what to do. Like, how am I supposed to function for the next 2 weeks? With, like, thinking about that stupid Valentine's Day episode, because that has been in the back of my fucking mind for the past month. Like, since we got that clip, December 23rd, I remember it very well. Or not even that clip. Actually, it was first a picture and then a clip. I've been thinking about that ever since. And I have to wait 2 more weeks, and we're not even getting to the point where I think I would think we would be by now, to hook up. So now I don't even think that it's them hooking up. You know? It's like, oh my God. It's like, there's only so much I could take from a ship, guys. It's like, Chenford is putting me through the ringer. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I knew I was gonna be like this season. And, like, I'm fine with it because I enjoy shows so much more when I'm like this about, like, a ship or just a show in general. I love it 10 times more when I'm, like, this into it. So, like, every week, every Tuesday, I'm so excited. I'm, like, every episode, like, when I'm watching it live, I'm having a great time. I'm so hyped. But then they always kill me by the end of the episode. I'm just sitting there like, what the hell? Like, last night, like I said, I just laid there and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what the fuck? Like, how do we get to this point? Like, how did we get here? Like, they broke Chenford up in 6 episodes. Like, they got them all lovey-dovey, saying I love you, and, like, being all good, to, or, like, I mean, they had their issues, but, like, to breaking up in episode 6, and then, like, 3 episodes into this season, we have no fucking improvement. Like, yes, we have improvement in ways from, like, how they were in season 6, but not to what we need to, like, get going. It's like everyone's freaking me out, because then I'm seeing cameos, and, like, people talking to Eric, and he said something about there's some good Chenford moments in development. I'm like, some? We need to get fucking going, and I'm hoping they're just lying. I don't know. It's like, I know, like, interviews Alexia's been doing, he's been saying shit, and everyone's freaking out, and, like, people are spiraling, because, like, and, like, I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm going to, like, to stay sane and not spiral out of control. I'm going to, like, say that I'm believing that he's lying, because you can't say, oh, like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. I'm just saying he's saying shit to, like, keep us, like, to make us freak out, and then, like, or make us, like, just get us distracted, and then they'll be back together, or some shit like that. Like, I'm not trusting his ass, because a lot of writers lie about stuff like this to freak people out, and to surprise people. So, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, Twitter, like, the rookie Twitter, if you're not on it, I'm happy for you, and also I feel bad, because it's great, and it's so much fun. Like, I have the time of my life on there, but it's also, like, so rough. Like, I go on there, like, once a day, there is someone spiraling over some shit with Chenford, and sometimes it's, like, just a new article that came out, like, some new news we have, or it's just them going through it and spiraling for no apparent reason, and it always stresses me out. Like, I went on a couple days ago, and the way people were freaking out and spiraling out of control, I was like, oh my gosh, like, what the hell happened? It was nothing. It was just people freaking out and coming up with theories of, like, them not getting back together, or Tim hooking up with someone else, or shit like that, and it had everyone spiraling. Like, when I go on there and people are freaking out, I never know if it's because of an article or something legit, or if it's just people getting in their heads and, like, just freaking out for no apparent reason. Like, gosh. And I'm about to do that too. Like, if we don't get some good content next episode, if we don't get, like, a big Chenford moment to turn things around and really get to the point we need to be at, I will spiral with you. Like, I don't tweet. I do tweet occasionally. It's rare. But, like, specifically about, like, Chenford, I don't have mental breakdowns about them on Twitter. I do that in my own time. And I do that on Instagram and TikTok. But, like, I kind of do it on my own time as well. If we don't get some, like, a major Chenford moment next episode to really, like, get us headed there, I will be spiraling with everyone else on there. I'm so serious. I know everyone's going to lose their shit next episode if we don't get anything. Like, I saw a tweet last night, and somebody said, you guys are going to have to, like, lock me up in a psych ward if we don't get a major Chenford moment next episode, because, like, where the hell are we going? Like, we need to. Like, I thought episode 6 or something, or, like, 7, they were going to be back together. At this point, I don't see it. I'm saying episode 9, 8 or 9. I'm really hoping that's true. It's probably not. Probably be the end of the season, but, like, I need to tell myself they're going to be back together sooner than, like, the end. Because how the hell am I supposed to survive? Like, I know there's like a break between, I think, episode 8 and 9. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I know it's like around then. Like, we're basically going through with no breaks besides that 1 week, I think. There might be another one later on. But right now, I'm pretty sure it's just one break. Which is good because I cannot take another, like, little hiatus. Oh my gosh, those killed me last season. So, like, I know we had that. If it's between episode 8 and 9, I think... Okay, here's the thing. It's not on purpose, like, they're doing it necessarily. I'm pretty sure there's, like, some sort of debate that they have to go around, and that's why they're doing a break, or it's some shit like that. But my hope is because they're doing it then, even though it's, like, not really on purpose, that they'll get back together episode 8. And then we'll have a break, and then episode 9. And, like, it's kind of, like, the mid-season, even though it's not, but you get what I mean. The second half of the season, they'll be together. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm telling myself. Because I cannot wait, like, 19 weeks or however long we have to wait. Like, I cannot wait until May for them to get back together. Like, I can't do another couple months. Like, we waited 8 months for this season. We're barely getting anything right now. Like, we're getting some good moments, don't get me wrong. But, like, we're not heading in the right direction. I cannot wait, like, until May. Or until however long the season is. Like, I can't. And I need them to renew the show very fucking soon so I stay sane and, like, I'm not anxious. Like, here's the thing. I'm not anxious as I am with other shows because of how well we're doing right now. And, like, viewing has gone up. We're always, like, in the top. We're always number 1 after an episode airs on Hulu. Like, we've been in the top, like, 15 or, I think. Like, we've stayed in the top 15 no matter what, like, the past 3 weeks, I think, or it's something like that. And I know we're, like, doing really well, but I'm always concerned because you never know how well, even if shows are doing really well, they'll cancel. I have hope that we're fine, but you never know, and I just need them to confirm it soon so I don't spiral, you know? Because I need to see Chenford get engaged, which I'm still holding out for the end of the season. I know at this rate it's not fucking happening, but I'm telling myself they're getting engaged by the end of the season. We're doing this shit. Like, we're gonna get married next season. Kids. Like, I need to see it all. And I'm holding out hope. We're manifesting this shit. Like, I'm gonna tell myself they're getting engaged by the end of the season and they're hooking up episode 6. We're having a great defining moment next episode to get them moving in the right direction. I'm telling myself all that shit so I do not spiral, because I cannot spiral right now, especially with school, like, starting soon. I can't. That's why I was so happy when I found out that I was on break for the first few episodes, because, like, so I could freak out on my own time and, like, not have to worry about classes. I do now, which is fine, because, like, as into it and as much shows affect me, it doesn't distract me from my schoolwork. Like, that, I'm fine. Like, I'm not that bad. But I like spiraling over it. And, like, I needed this because I was so crazy after episode 1 for some reason. That last moment really got me of them. And so, you know, and I will be spiraling. I'm probably going to spiral even more after the next few episodes, because I don't know what's happening. Like, fuck. I fucking hate this show. Like, it really is killing me. Like, killing me. Like, I can't wait for my mom to get farther. Because, like, tomorrow we're gonna, like, binge the crap out of the show. Like, she's on season 2, episode 18, so she's almost to season 3. So we're gonna binge the shit out of it tomorrow, I think, or we're gonna try to. And I'm excited for her to get farther, because I want her to get to Chenford, because she's waiting for them to get together, because she knows about it. And she's like, when do they get together? And she's so annoyed that it's taken so long. Because I told her it's season 5, because she wanted to know. And I told her, like, they hint at it at the end of season 3, and I explained it. she does not know they break up. Obviously, I have not told her anything else. Like, she just knows about that, or about, like, them getting together. So I cannot wait for her to get farther to see it, because I know she's gonna be pissed as hell. I know, because she's already so mad it's taking them this long. She's like, it's so obvious, like, I don't get it. She's gonna lose her shit, and I'm so excited for her. Like, that's why we need to get far, and I've been pushing. I mean, she's been watching and she loves the show, but, like, I've been telling her we need to binge it. Like, that's why I told her we need to binge it tomorrow before I go back to school, because, like, I won't be here, but also because, like, I need her to get there. And she wants to see them together, and I just want to see them together, and also to see them break up, because I cannot wait for that. Like, I'm hyped. When people get to, like, that episode and they don't know they're breaking up, it's the funniest thing ever, because I know how I was watching it live, and, like, I still think about that day because I'm traumatized, but also because it was so funny to, like, go on Twitter after that to see people spiraling out of control with me, because I was. Like, the reason I went on Twitter I literally went on Twitter when they were breaking up, because I thought I misheard when she asked, are you breaking up with me? And he said, like, I'm sorry. I thought I misheard it. Like, I thought something was wrong. So I went on Twitter to make sure I heard correctly, because I was bawling my eyes out and I was petrified that they were breaking up. And I went on Twitter to figure out it was true. And, like, everyone's reaction to it was so funny. So, like, whenever people get to that point, I'm, like, sitting, like, eating my popcorn. I'm having a good ass time, and I cannot wait. When my mom gets to that point, which will probably take a bit, but when she gets there, I will be letting you all know about her reaction, because I'm excited as hell for it. Like, I really am. But, I don't know. Honestly, like, rewatching with her is the only thing keeping me sane, as long as, like, just telling myself that, like, they're getting back together soon, and, like, we're figuring shit out, because I miss them, and it gives me serotonin, and I'm just like, fuck. I need them to figure it out. I'm gonna end the episode now, but because, like, I need to be done, because I'm literally gonna die and spiral. But I'll end it with saying, next week, we have to have a big chenford moment, or I will literally spiral with everyone else on Twitter. I'm so serious. Like, we need to get our shit moving. Like, we're not heading in the right direction right now. We need to figure some shit out. So, that's the end. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys soon, maybe even next week, for another rant, if we don't have a big defining moment. So, I'll see you soon.